Alright, well, I'll have to upload later on. Ooh, yellow. How's your boss Inky doing? How's Jimmy? Yeah, you little gangstalking shithead. Alright, anyways, I want to talk about insurance. Life insurance. So, if you're a super child, indigo, more than likely you have a life insurance policy out on you from the global elite. It could be the House of Assad or the Rockefellers. You see, when my gangstalking started, Al Gore approached me. So I'm going to make a good guess at him attacking me because I have his bloodline in my veins. So they think that they own me. So let's get down to the business, shall we? Look at the special gangstalkers. See? Look, they come out of the woodwork. Look. Okay, so you're wondering why probably the indigo. Well, probably because we just have a high frequency before we got fucked with, and you came down here on a soul level and you attached to it because the enemy is the global elite, the Swiss Templars. I don't know about you, but I feel like, I got to get a full report on the condition of this place. And it's pretty bad. So in essence, I'm looking at it this way. I might have Al Gore's bloodline in me, but it doesn't give them the right to assault me. Because what about that car, that person, how come they're not being assaulted? Well, if you really want to get higher into the pyramid, you have to think like this. The God of the earth, Jesus / Lucifer, wants all obedience. Okay? He wants everybody on the same page, meaning him. All eyes on him. But if you're a real TI and you're experiencing absolute hell on this planet, there has to be more to it. So, you look at architecture. And what is the number one architecture on the planet that tells the big boss to go fuck himself? It's standing at Washington, D.C. It's standing at Washington, D.C. It's a big obelisk, and that's a big dick. And it's telling God to fuck off. Because Lucifer fucked his creation, is what he's saying. Did you know that? So, let's go over this again. The color indigo means you came down on a human Lyrian genetic pattern from a higher dimension, and you're here to figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm not telling you that's your mission. I'm giving you generalities as to really why you're being targeted. Here we go. We got black. Okay, we have he's black, I'm white. So they like to do fractal shit. So it's the black on white genetics. So, which means that the Swiss Templar have been raping and pillaging for thousands of years until they got to the 1930s, where the Nazis did human Lyrian bloodline. Okay? Okay? Now for me, that's what it's about. When I get a gang stalker, it's usually I see a lot of blacks around me. I'm white as can be, but that means I have black lineage in me. So that tells me raping and pillage has been going on for thousands of years. Got this kid, you know, whatever, no one's watching her. Not my responsibility. And that's the way it has to be, because they train these kids at that age how to be gang stalkers. It's true. See? And they all want me on the same page as them. And I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I don't care how dirty of a look I get. I know what's wrong. And you all can fuck off. Because you know what? You could kill me right now, and I would be free from your system. And you can erase all my work. You can do it. Come on, Al Gore. You're so special. So what they did when they MyLabbed me is they spun my DNA. And I saw this. They spun my DNA on what's called a holographic DNA spinner. And the girl there was saying yes. So whatever she was being asked, she said yes. And I think they were asking her, it could be, is she from a higher dimension? Is she part of the bloodline? Things like that. Whatever, I don't know. But she said yes to it. When they looked at it's a huge holographic DNA spinner. I mean, it's like a carousel. And they put it on there, and it brings up, this holographic DNA spinner brings up all the colors of your DNA. It's amazing. It's cool. But, they don't want you to have that. See? The reptilians work for Lucifer, and Lucifer designed it. Because he wants to know the genetics. He wants control of all genetics on the planet. All of them. Now, I think a lot of these people are genetically altered to follow him. And my mission is to break the ice. And if you don't, that's the thing. The system is conformed to Lucifer's system. It's like I went to the bank, wanted to make a deposit, couldn't, because, they hate me. So there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of discrimination. The biggest discriminator is this Jewish cabal. They are the creators of their own discrimination. So let me go back. Indigo super children was part of an experiment back in the 30s. The Nazis did it. They played matchmaker gods. So your parents were probably a mixture of human Lyrian descent, which could be Viking. The Vikings are descendants of Lucifer, and then human. See, I bet you anything, when they kill a human, just before the kill, they take the DNA and they keep it. That's what I think they do. Just before the kill, they'll take the human DNA, keep it on file, and then mix it. That's what's going on probably. So like these people up here, they're cold as ice. They're cold. These are fraternal twins and they're cold. And that's what the shots are for, probably. When his kid is born, they dope that kid up with shots, and then bada boom, bada bing, they're loyal. And then they're ready for orders from the Eye of Ra. So the 13 Cube book, you should read it. There's a chapter in there called the seeded program. Star seeds, indigo children, super children, and it makes sense. What they did is they mixed the Viking, Nordic bloodline with human. So that tells me there was an invasion on this planet from Lucifer. He was dumped here. Or he just invaded. The Anunnaki invaded. Something happened and he invaded Earth. Because he did say, I will corrupt the very thing that you love. And he's done it. So, you think there's no judgment, but there is. There's massive judgment up there. Because he wants control of the third dimension, fourth dimension, and all the other higher dimensions, which is what he's trying to shoot for. Oh yeah. He's trying his best to use God's creation to get back at him. Yep. Yeah, some shit went down up in heaven. Told you, it was 600,000 years ago. They got dumped here. And I kind of have to believe, with Alex Collier said that, no one wanted them around, the fallen angels. No one wanted them. They got dumped here. So, you know, it's in the Bible too. And mated with the daughters of men. So that's what it's about, people. It's the crossing of genetics. And if you know the genetics on the planet, you can fine-tune it to their DNA signature and upset that person. You can create Manchurian candidates, mass shootings, and it's all by design by the sun, the Eye of Ra. So don't look at me as the enemy. I'm doing the best I can to wake you up.